Hi everyone, welcome back to today's video on the 16th day of the Positive Motivational Challenge. Today we'll be speaking about shifting your identity in order to match the result that you are actually looking forward to achieving in your life. For those of you who have not met me yet, my name is Alona Lopari and I help women professionals find work, get promoted, or start their own business, so that they can fulfill their potentials and live on their passions and their lifestyles. My specialty is actually mindset coaching because I believe that success in every area of your life starts and ends with your mind. So, changing your identity or shifting your identity to become a different version of yourself is often seen as negative. By being called maybe a phony or a hypocrite. A lot of our identity comes from our past memories. If you remember that you were maybe bad at playing tennis growing up, for example, then you would say that you were a bad tennis player. Another part of our identity is the reflected identity of what other people have told us about events in the past. For example, people might have told you that you are a bad listener. So either positive or negative feedback from other people helps shape our identity. And you carry that in different life situations, creating those limiting beliefs. Last and foremost is our programmed identity of what people we trust have actually projected about us into the future as to what or who we would become. We are all programmed to believe that we are a certain way. In my experience, I was programmed from my dad early on when we migrated to the United States that I was going to go to college no matter what, and not doing so was not even an option for me. Getting a college education was not only required, but it was also expected of me. So I never really questioned it. And I did go to college and did get my degree. I would say that in my case, for the most part, in this example, it was positive programming. But a lot of times, it might not be. These are usually reinforced throughout your life, and because you believed them, then you have no reason to really change it. Think back, maybe in your own life, what were you programmed to believe about yourself that might be stopping you from what you know you want to do today or be today? It's important to reflect on that question. This is also similar to when we label our children as parents and what we say to them is actually forming their identity. For example, when we tell our kids that they are smart, the smart one, then they grow up with this identity and feel like they can never take risks or make changes because they will no longer be the smart one in those new life circumstances. And that will create a lot of conflict in their own identity until they recognize it and want to be able to change it. I want you to ask yourself, what is my identity now and where did it come from? Who do I need to become in order to achieve my goals? What would my future self say? To who do I need to become now in order to reach the results that I'm set out to get? A helpful tip is to watch the language that you use with yourself. When you describe yourself as I am, anything that follows that. For example, I'm bad at being on time is an example of a program identity or an identity formed out of past memory of maybe always being late for things. You want to create a new identity to match the better version of yourself, and every step of the way, you will keep evolving into it at different phases of your life. Another point to make here is that awareness that a lot of us attach to our identity that we attach to our careers or status. And then when these are taken away from us, we tend to have an identity crisis and have to form a whole new identity to make sense of who we are now. This is something to watch out for and form our new identities based separate from things or the people, and from who do we believe that we are despite those things. Hope this video was helpful today for you today, and I'll see you here tomorrow. Thank you for watching.